weeks earlier than expected. Washington Transportation Secretary Julie Meredith.
We at Washop feel the pain when the communities are severed like this.
Back in August, an overheight truck hit the bridge.
One thing I want to be clear about, the damage here was significant. It could have been even worse.
So Governor Bob Ferguson, who made the announcement at the bridge on Thursday, says he'll be putting money in his supplemental budget for more warning systems for this and other bridges across the state. Frank Lindsay, KIRO News Radio.
And drivers will face extended closures over Tiger Mountain through Monday. The Department of Transportation is working on the final stages of the Highway 18 widening project. They need to shut down the highway. It's already closed. Spokesperson David Rasbach tells us what this will look like.
Basically, between Deep Creek, which is one of the two 4-lane bridges we've already built, and I-90, it's going to be 2 eastbound lanes, 2 westbound lanes. We expect traffic to flow a lot better through that area.
The 4-day closure between I-90 and Issaquah-Hobart Road started yesterday. It runs through 5 a.m. on Monday.
Okay, let's take a look at the forecast. It's brought to us by State Roofing and Exteriors. We're starting off with some sprinkles, maybe even rain in spots this morning. By the afternoon, we expect it to be partly cloudy with a lot of sun breaks. So roof likely open for the ball game at T-Mobile Park. High of 59 today. 56 our forecast high on tomorrow, Saturday. And on Sunday, that's when we start getting some breezy conditions and showers. A high of 58. Right now in Seattle, it is lightly raining and 52.
Just about 8:13. That's time for a traffic update. For that, so we go to Chris Sullivan.
And I want to talk about the impact that we're already seeing from the closure of Highway 18. As you mentioned, it started overnight. You cannot go from between Issaquah Hobart Road or I-90 in either direction. We're seeing a lot more traffic on the Maple Valley Highway, certainly 169 there, and we're also seeing a lot more traffic on SR 900 that's going, cutting the corner there from I-90 down 405, and a lot more traffic on 405 in general. 405 itself right now running around 50 minutes from Renton to Bellevue. That's a 20-minute delay over what we normally see on a Friday. So you can kind of expect a similar pattern over the weekend. Looking at the Valley Freeway, though, a little bit of braking in Pacific. Not too bad in Auburn. A little heavy at the north end, but a total of 50 minutes. Actually, not too bad. Federal Way to Seattle's back down under an hour, but not by much. 35 of those minutes from South Center. Lake bridges are still in very good shape. Now that we've cleared the second crash on southbound 5, right around 520 south, we're looking at about a 50-minute trip from Everett to Seattle, 50 from Everett to Bellevue as well. We had an earlier crash in the express toll lane, so plan on about 15-minute slower drives. This one just up. It looks like we might have a new crash in Mount Lake Terrace now on southbound I-5. I'll have more for you on that one, but expect some braking now out of Linwood. Olympia to Tacoma, not bad at all. Looking at this traffic report brought to you by Global Credit Union, where members enjoy no-fee accounts and early payday with direct deposit. You can learn more at globalcu.org.
8:14 now. Fellas, you better up your game after you hear this one. A man didn't just pop the question, he programmed it. Here's KIRO News Radio's Katrina Gashard.
A man proposed to his girlfriend by creating a fake animated trailer using AI called Get Married. And the video has captured the hearts of millions of people across social media. The couple is sitting on the sofa about to watch what she thinks is going to be a Disney movie. At the end of the trailer, a black screen reads, "Will you marry me?"
She said yes. She said yes. She said yes. She said yes.
You can hear the woman crying, clearly moved by the trailer. Then her boyfriend gets down on one knee and proposes in real life, and she said yes.
Aw, that's a nice way.
Adorable.
Yeah, thanks, Katrina. It's 8:15.
Hear from the coach first.
Here we go, start fast! Here we go!
This is the Mike McDonald Preview. Here's your host, Steve Rabel.
Mike, thanks again. As always, great to talk to you. And we've got a football game to talk about, and that's Monday Night Football. How's the week changed, aside from the fact that you push it out one day? Any other kinds of changes this week?
Well, we added a week. It's kind of, you have an extra day. So how do you use your day throughout the week? Different philosophies, all of them are good. It's just kind of what works for your team. Some people, like the way we handled Detroit last year, is we basically did like a two double Friday schedule. So in other words, we added a day at the end of the week. We didn't really like the result of that, and we tried. So I felt like just what our team needed was an extra day to recover on the front end of the week, start to get their mental kind of gears going, and give our coaches some extra time to really iron out a great game plan to start on what we call Football Wednesday, which is now Thursday. So we basically just moved the week back one day.
And what about the day itself? What about game day itself? This time it's a 7 o'clock start. And we're used to Monday Night Football out here starting at 5. I know we play some preseason games at 7, but what does that mean for you guys at the hotel? What does it change? What does it change for the players? I know as one of those guys many years ago, you're just like this, wanting to get out there on the field, and you got to sit in your room and wait.
Right. Well, we're going to treat it like we do a 7 p.m. preseason game in terms of scheduling and cadence, and we'll have a breakfast in the morning, and we'll get guys up. We'll do a brief meeting or walkthrough in the morning, just to get the blood flowing a little bit. Let them sleep in, obviously, and then we've got go our separate ways. We'll meet you at the stadium. It's about all you can do at that point. All the preparation's done. It's about getting your mind and your body ready to go play a football game, but. This is something I've had experience with my whole career up to last year, playing these later East Coast primetime games. So that's the model that we're working off of.
Last week at this time, we were talking about taking the longest trip you're going to take all season long, going back to Jacksonville and playing a great game back there. And obviously you did. You like to talk about stacking wins and how those things happen. Fair to say that because of the game, the way it went against Tampa Bay here, and some of the deficiencies, some of the weaknesses that you saw, that also figures into how great a game you guys played then on the road in Jacksonville. Yes.
Well, of course, yeah. I'm really happy. I'm really proud of the way our coaching staff and our players responded to the adversity. You know, when things don't go your way, it's easy to go in separate directions, and I felt like our team came together and decided that we were going to go play Seahawk football and play our style against a really good Jaguar team. And as coaches, I felt like we're learning our team and what we do well as well. And you have to have that mentality. It's still relatively early in the season. There's a lot of football to be played. We got to keep growing and evolving as a team to get to where we want to go. And so last week was a critical step. And now, to your point, Steve, we got to stack that now. Now we got to keep growing. We got to keep evolving, and that's what we're aiming to do right now.
Yeah. On the offensive side of things for Houston, they have C.J. Stroud. Last 2 games, 120 plus 120 quarterback rating in that area. He was the second player chosen in the draft, and he's lived up to that. When you look at quarterbacks in general, because you do as a defensive coach. Why is it that some guys like C.J. Stroud rise to the top and other guys seemingly as talented with good teams and all that don't seem to be able to take that next step? Why has he been successful?
Well, I think it's on 2 fronts. I think the environment and who's around the person is extremely important and often underrated for how we're evaluating these quarterbacks. I mean, there's plenty of examples of guys, that. I mean, we all know who we're talking about that have really taken their careers, have had a resurgence later on in their careers. And to your point, they're incredibly talented and great players and great people and all that. Just that didn't work out, maybe just because it wasn't the right match.
Right.
But like the way the Texans handled, this is their second coordinator in 3 years. So really, it talks to me about the environment that D'Amico has created around him, and CJ deserves a lot of credit too for being ready, for his work ethic, his talent. He's a guy that I've experienced going against at Ohio State. I've seen this guy live and in color plenty of times, and he's a heck of a player. And so we need to bring our A game to handle their offense.
A couple of defensive coaches, at least that are head coaches now, certainly, but were in their growing stages as coaches. You and D'Amico Ryans. Compare you guys a little bit.
It's funny. A funny story about D'Amico was I went to the Senior Bowl as a linebacker coach back when the 49ers when like the whole staffs used to coach the Senior Bowl. And I think I was like first year linebacker, maybe second year, but I watched his cover 3 like coaching progression with those guys, how they coached hook drops. And I thought it was brilliant, and I really liked it, and I studied it and wrote notes or whatever, and I I stole it from him. I stole his cover 3 teaching progression. I saw him at the combine years later, and I told him that, and he got a kick out of it. But I mean, talk about a phenomenal player. He's a great head coach, obviously now. He was a phenomenal defensive coordinator. I think comparatively, it's hard to compare myself to D'Amico Ryans because he's such a great player. But I think we both have a vision for how we want our like in philosophy that how we want our sides of the ball off defensive respectively and our teams to operate and play. And you got to respect those guys about that stick to their vision and how they handle it. How they, the schematics of how they run their defense are a little bit different than ours, but that's a methods and principles type of situation.
It should be fun watching you two go against each other, your teams go against each other. Mike, good luck as always, and we will talk to you pregame.
All right. Thanks, brother. Good to see you.
Man.
So we were talking about the passing of Ace Frehley, and I'm noticing that Sully is texting with listeners about a made-for-TV movie that you watched this morning just to reminisce.
Yeah, they meet the Phantom. Right? You don't remember this?
I don't remember this.
Ace Frehley, the guitarist for Kiss, died yesterday. There's a 1970s TV movie?
It was made for TV, yeah. So basically what happens, there's an evil genius who owns an amusement park, and he starts kidnapping people and replacing them with robots that look just like them. And he wants to, he blames Kiss for it because they're at the amusement park performing a series of concerts.
Of course.
And at the end, Kiss faces off with these robots.
Yeah.
A lot of the
who wins?
Well, I mean, I can't tell you that, but I mean, they have their superpowers, which of course they do because they're not from here, as we all know. Kiss, and so Ace has gone back to the SARS. But it was an incredibly terrible movie. But I loved it, and I watch it from time to time, and I watched it again this morning, just parts of it, because there's only 2 or 3 parts that are really funny.
And way back then,
it's so bad.
They actually canceled Chips to air this thing.
Yeah,
and
that's
Chips
what I heard.
was the thing.
I was probably really mad about that too, like Andrew was on the text line. But yeah, it's I don't know. Kiss was such a really important part of my childhood because it was the first album I bought was Kiss Alive 2.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a cartoon series too?
Yeah, for a while. Yeah. So I mean, Gene Simmons is the greatest self-promoter since Houdini. I think they even sell a Kiss casket.
Yep.
Not to get morbid, but considering what happened to Ace.
Not going to say it.
But it's just so amazing that what they did. But it's campy and funny, and it's still that 80s, 70s, 80s glam rock, and their tunes are so good. It's sad. And I went as Ace Frehley, as I said, as an 8-year-old for Halloween with an Ace Frehley mask. And so, yeah, if you haven't seen it, I think it's Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Amusement Park is the official name.
All right.
It's really campy and really silly. Just go to the fight scene at the end and you'll know what I'm talking about.
This is so on brand for Sully. Let's check traffic now.
Yeah, the 70s, I haven't really moved or matured at all since the 70s, really, or really since about 85, to be fair. Okay, let's take a look at what are we talking about here?
Traffic.
There is a crash on southbound I-5 right there in Mount Lake Terrace. It moved off to the shoulder pretty quickly. It was right there before you get to the Edmonds exit, but that's why we have off and on heavy braking through Linwood. Once you get south of that, it does improve, even though we had a crash at 5:20. Still about 55 minutes from Everett into Seattle, about 52 from Everett to Bellevue. The heaviest part of that drive definitely from Canyon Park down through 522. After that, it gets much better after where we had an earlier crash. Northbound 405, up to 50 minutes now from Renton to Bellevue, a 20-minute delay. That's just a ton of cars that would normally be going over to I-90 via Tiger Mountain on 18. Can't do that. 18 is closed in both directions for construction. Started overnight, goes through Monday. So that's going to be what your weekend looks like up the Renton S-curves up to Bellevue. Behind that on the Valley Freeway, back under 50 minutes. Federal Way to Seattle, about 55, with 35 of those minutes from South Center. This report brought to you by the KIRO Radio Rundown. Text newsletter to 888-973-5476. Get all the latest news and updates from your favorite shows right to your inbox.
That sensation we're all feeling right now?
It's the playoffs, man.
That's playoff fever.
They're good. They're going to win at home, and then we all won.
Yes. They're the talk of the town.
So excited I can hardly stand it.
KIRO News Radio has all the Mariners buzz.
Some of us even ate dirt. Some of us try to sway the outcome.
And our partner Seattle Sports has the games.
A winning solution. Hearing Rick call
You're gonna want to hear
home
Rick.
run.
You talk about a no-doubter.
Listen free on the Seattle Sports app.
Well, I'm here with my good buddy, Dr. Dan Nelson from Eastside Pain and Regenerative Medicine. And you've heard from Dr. Dan's patients over the years how a simple stem cell procedure is successfully conquered their pain. Well, folks, now it's my turn. After years of dealing with knee pain from all the football abuse, I can say my knee pain now is almost 100% gone. How'd you do it, Dr. Dan?
Well, Brock, personally, I'm very happy that you did so well. And your story is like so many of our other patients who come in, former athletes and non-athletes as well, who have come in with chronic knee pain, and they are looking for alternatives besides knee replacement surgery. And we're happy to provide this service. It's been truly a game changer for so many folks. It's just been a pleasure to be part of this.
Consider Dr. Nelson, the only doctor with over 30 years of experience in pain medicine techniques, including stem cell therapy. I was in and out with a couple of follow-ups. It's a non-surgical solution to pain using your own stem cells. Consider stem cell therapy with Dr. Daniel Nelson, MD at 425-823-4000 or visit danielnelsonmd.com. That's danielnelsonmd.com.
It's the Medicare Advantage annual enrollment period, and Humana knows not everyone has the same needs when picking a Medicare Advantage plan.
Now that I'm retired, I want to enjoy the life I've worked hard to build. So I want a plan that covers me when I'm traveling the country.
Humana has a plan for that.
As a veteran, I want a plan that fills in the gaps my VA coverage doesn't provide, like dental care.
Humana has a plan for that.
I feel good about my health. I just want care and coverage with predictable costs. No surprises.
Humana has a plan for that. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you get coverage and benefits that focus on what matters most to you. Learn more at gethumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
You've been wiring pounds to a second wife in London.
It's not what it looks like.
And here she is now.
Sure it isn't.
Hello, darling.
Elizabeth?
Did you know our husband used a bank instead of Wise to send you money?
What an imbecile. Well,
see, even your secret wife knows that banks are slow and hide fees in overseas transfers.
Those cheaters.
If you want to send money overseas, use Wise. They're faster and they don't hide fees.
You can save up to 70% when you send money abroad. Be smart. Get Wise. Learn more by visiting wise.com. T's and C's apply.
Did you know that nearly half the homes in Western Washington are not properly insulated or not insulated at all? That may be the reason why your home is way too hot in the summer and way too cold in the winter. It may also be the reason that your energy bills are sky high. Right now, Insulation Northwest is offering a free inspection of your home's insulation. This is a $199 value and it's absolutely free, no obligation. Just call today and Insulation Northwest will arrange a time that works with your schedule. We'll perform a thorough exam of your home's insulation and give you the advice you need to start saving thousands. Everyone who calls today will also receive a free infrared screening of your home using the latest technology. This will help reveal any hidden flaws in your home's protective energy blanket. What do you have to lose? It only takes about an hour and it's absolutely free. Call Insulation Northwest today, the real insulation company.
InsulationNorthwest.com.
At Care Partners Senior Living, we believe in providing quality care at an affordable price. Instead of spending on luxury and expensive art, we invest in our people and accommodations with a focus on compassionate overall health. Our communities offer independent, assisted living, and memory care designed to preserve dignity, independence, and your estate. Affordable, personal, trusted. That's our promise. Please give us a call. We have beautiful Care Partners communities throughout Washington and Arizona. Visit carepartnersliving.com.
Hartley here from Wilcox Family Farms. I'm so excited to have my cousin Amelia with me today. So, how many chickens do you think there are on the farm?
3,000?
What do you think chickens eat?
Grass.
What else?
Seed.
So, do you know what organic eggs are?
The ones that you put in brownies?
Yes, the ones you put in brownies.
We hope you choose fresh eggs from our family farm.
Wilcox Family Farms eggs, locally fresh
since 1909.
Homes are sitting, but the bottleneck is about to break. Set yourself up for success by working with a team that doesn't just set up your listings and let it sit. The Novak team creates a marketing strategy that's hands down proven successful. Mike sold over 1,500 homes and guarantees to sell your home in 21 days. If Mike doesn't get your home under contract within 21 days, he sells it for free. That is no commission for Mike. Go to meetthenovaks.com. That's meetthenovaks, NOVAKS.com. Seattle.com.
You can count on trusted local news and information from the Seattle Times, one of the few independent, locally owned news organizations in the country, right here in the Pacific Northwest. Subscribe today and don't miss a beat at seattletimes.com/subscribe.
Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and MyNorthwest.com.
Live from East Lake Avenue.
You're listening to Charlie Harger and Manda Factor, Seattle's morning news.
Good morning. It's 8:31, and it is a whole new series now between the Mariners and the Blue Jays. The ALCS is now tied 2-2. The Mariners have a chance to jump back ahead this afternoon, one more game in front of the hometown crowd at T-Mobile Park.
That's where you find KIRO News Radio's Luke Ducey. Luke, how are the vibes there this morning?
Vibes are great. Everyone's feeling it here. A lot of media crews covering, and including crews from Toronto, and we're all kind of feeling that buzz. You know, look, what's done is done. Here we are, series tied 2-2. It is now a best-of-3 game series to see which team goes to the World Series. The crews are out there repairing the field right now. In fact, if you're watching on our YouTube feed, if you ever wondered how they get those lines in the outfield and the grass so straight, well, you're seeing how they do that. It's pretty cool to watch. The roof is closed right now because it's raining, but we may see it open by first pitch. Sun's supposed to poke out this afternoon. As one Mariner, though, told me, Tyler, I spoke with him early this morning. Look, when it comes to tonight's game or today's game, we have got to have hope.
Yeah, there's hope. There's definitely hope. There's always hope. I mean, I don't see why not. You know, the Mariners have been one of the hottest teams in the MLB. Being a part of this environment is it's huge. You know what I mean? It's impactful. I think that the fans will hopefully they'll make a difference tonight.
Yeah, and I think they will. I think we're going to see a loud crowd tonight. First pitch is 3:08 today. You know, I wonder how many kids are going to be missing school. Who cares? Get them to the ballpark. Tickets are cheaper than what they have been. $130 right now online on SeatGeek, and the resale market is what I saw for the upper deck. Around $300 to $400 in the lower deck along the baselines. Of course, behind home plate is going to be more expensive as well. Bryce Miller gets the start tonight. We had some moments last night, didn't we? We thought we were going to get it done, but that Blue Jays team, they're proving why they are the best hitting team in baseball. What a matchup tonight. It's all coming down to it. And I'm going to be here covering it, of course, for KIRO News Radio. But I know a lot of you are trying to go to the game in the studio. I hope all of you get to the park. I mean, this is the last home game of this series, folks.
All right, and that game, if you are listening to us on our sister station, Seattle Sports, it starts at, what, 3:08?
3:08.
So check it out. 8:33 now, and we head over to Sully at the traffic desk.
And we've got a pretty big crash not too far away from T-Mobile Park on I-5. It is southbound, though. This is right there, right just after the West Seattle Bridge. We've got the HOV lane blocked, and then the two right lanes are blocked. This is for a crash that involves, looks like a pretty significant rear-end crash. The front of one car is really just jammed up pretty hard, and so we're looking at a pretty sizable backup getting out of downtown. Going northbound through the area, it's not too bad. 35 minutes from South Center into downtown and 55 all the way from Federal Way, but certainly not Friday light. Out of the north end, we've got 55 minutes from Everett into the Seattle area. We had an earlier crash near Mount Lake Terrace that kind of put us behind a little bit, plus two of them just south of 520. 50 minutes as well from Everett into Bellevue. The lake bridges are fine. Olympia to Tacoma, no problems for you guys. Puyallup to Renton running about 50 minutes. Certainly not as bad as it could be, but it is pretty heavy from 180th on in. And 405 is really slow today. 50 minutes from Renton to Bellevue. That's plus 20. The reason? Highway 18 is closed between the Issaquah-Hobart Road and I-90 and will be all weekend. That's going to be taking a lot of diversion, as is the Maple Valley Highway and SR 900. Those are already seeing significant slowing today. This report brought to you by Seattle Sports. You can always listen to your favorite local sports content on the FM dial 97.3 HD2.
Seeing a few light sprinkles in spots, but we'll see some sunshine by afternoon for your Friday. 59 today. For tomorrow, dry to start the day. Rain moves in late 56, and then Sunday looks pretty gray and wet. Gusty winds, too, and a high of 58. Right now, it's 53 in Seattle.
Seattle's morning news. Hear it live. Stream it online. Watch the show or catch the podcast anytime. Seattle's morning news, wherever you are.
Well, savvy shoppers know the value of trusted apps and websites. They really can save you time and money.
The editors at checkbook.org put together a list of their favorite sites and apps. Consumerman Herb Weisbaum is here to share some of those favorites with us.
And, of course, Herb is a contributing editor at Checkbook who joins us every Friday in the 8 o'clock hour. Okay, Herb, where do we start?
Well, we start with me asking you a question.
Okay.
How many apps do you think there are if you added up all the apps in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store? How many apps do you think we're talking about that you could choose from?
At least 83.
A million.
Much closer than Charlie. 4.5 million.
Oh, goodness.
5 million apps, and there are more than 200 million active websites. So there are a lot of choices out there, which is why the editors at Checkbook put together this list.
Okay, so let's run down some of these favorites and why your editors like them.
Sure.
Where do we start?
Great, Charlie, you name them, and I'll tell you what they're.
Gotcha. Okay, this is one I've used before, kayak.com.
Yeah, it's been around for a while. There are a lot of sites that help you get with travel and to find airfares. Our executive editor, Kevin Brassler, he travels a lot, actually likes this one. He says it has the best filters, the most filters, and the most useful filters he finds. There are two he uses all the time. One is he can actually filter out any economy fares. He's not about to buy economy fares with all the restrictions that they're non-refundable. You can't change the ticket. So he doesn't even want to know what those fares are, which is usually the lowest price they display. And he doesn't want to go through certain airports if it's a connecting flight, certain hubs during certain times of the year, such as O'Hare in the wintertime. So he finds that Kayak gives him the most options for making it easier to find out what he's looking for.
All right. What about freecycle.org?
Well, we all love secondhand stuff these days. It's very popular. So FreeCycle is a way to get secondhand stuff for free, as the name implies. It's like a gigantic yard sale in your neighborhood. People are trying to get rid of stuff that they don't need, and you can get stuff that maybe you want. You could also get rid of stuff you don't need, and it's all free. They cannot charge anything for it, and it's very hyper-local, so it's nearby in your neighborhood.
Okay.
You find everything from furniture to garden pots.
Certificate.com?
Yes, and let's make sure we spell that for people. That is, spell it, Charlie.
C-E-T. Whoa. You know, Herb, here's what you made me do. I took off my glasses to do this video interview. Glasses are on now.
C-E-R-T-I-F-I-K-I-D.
F-I-K-I-D.com.
Don't ask Charlie to spell again, Herb.
Sorry, no, or read.
What is
this
it?
is a site that actually gives parents ways to do things with their family at a discount. So it may be something, a trampoline park. It may be bowling. It may be a children's theater. If there's something where it's involving the family and you want to try to do it stuff in your area, these have all kinds of discounts, all kinds of special deals. So if you're looking for something to do on a weekend or you don't know what to do or the summer or the kids are out of camp or whatever, this is someplace you can go. Certificate.
Got it. I've never heard of that one, and I haven't heard of libbyapp.com either. What's that?
I hadn't heard of either of these myself. That's why we pulled in the whole team for this one. Jamie Lettis, our associate editor, also uses this one, Libby app. So that's the whole name, Libby, Libby-app. It connects you with libraries, public libraries across the globe. So through your local library, you can get things, basically audio books or digital books or audio, and rent them that way so you can not have to pay any money to buy a book or get an audio. And she says she loves it. Sometimes there's a wait of a couple of weeks, but she finds it very easy to use and the choices are enormous. So if you're an avid reader and you don't want to spend so much money on buying ebooks or listening to audio where you have to buy the audio, might want to consider it Libby app, Libby-app.
I use it all the time. And a little tip for you here too, Herb, is different libraries have different things available. So I actually am with 3 different library systems. So Seattle, King County, and Pierce County. And something might be available in one library that's not in the other. And it's super convenient and free.
Wow, who would think you went to the library? That's awesome, Charlie.
Do they have spelling lessons there? We're just about out of time, Herb, but what are some of your personal suggestions?
So I love a couple of sites I want to recommend. Identity Theft, a resource center for people who want to prevent being a victim or who have been a victim. Consumerworld.org. My friend Edgar Dworsky has been running this for 30 years, links you to all sorts of consumer information. And his mouse print column every week looks at the fine print and keeps track of shrinkflation. AARP is another great website. And I guess there's a site called consumerman.com that you might want to check out with all the stuff I do is located. And you can sign up for my free weekly newsletter if you visit there.
All right, consumer man Herb Weisbaum, always great. Well, I don't think it's always an adventure talking to you, Herb.
It is always great, Herb, to have you with us.
And because of the Mariners game today, I did not wear a jacket like you guys got upset last week. I put the casual clothes on.
Appreciate it, Herb.
Have a great weekend.
It's 8:40. Sully, what's coming up in traffic?
Well, we're going to bring up a new crash on southbound 405 in the Canyon Park area, and it's going to come with a very important tip for drivers.
Welcome to this week's Puget Sound Express Whale Report. There's a new baby in the T46B1 Biggs orca family, according to naturalists from Puget Sound Express. This youngster is the third living calf of the T46B1 matriarch, known as Tread. While humans have a 9-month gestation period, orca pregnancies last 15 to 18 months. Researchers believe this is due to the complex development and high level of parental care required for their calves. In addition to Biggs orcas, the whale watchers are seeing loads of humpbacks and minke whales in the Salish Sea right now. Family-run Puget Sound Express offers daily guaranteed whale watching tours departing from Edmonds. These half-day tours are Seattle's most popular and well-reviewed whale tours. Puget Sound Express also offers tours out of Port Townsend. Don't miss out on your chance to see orcas and humpbacks in the wild. Family-run Puget Sound Express guarantees you'll see whales or your next trip is absolutely free. Book online at PugetSoundExpress.com.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Go from daydreamer to industry leader with Amazon Business. From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Cold is leaking and rats are moving and mold is creeping and water seeping in. It's hard to be a homeowner, we know.
Without American Crawl Space and Pest Services, it is hard to be a homeowner. Dave Ross here. American Crawl are the heroes to call for insulation and pest issues because in addition to their great reviews and decades of experience, they also give out the most PSE insulation rebates of any insulation company in the state.
American Crawl, the heroes you call.
Get your free inspection at AmericanCrawl.com.
If your closets are bursting at the seams like the Curley household, it's time to call the pros at Closets by Design Seattle. Every job is completely custom. Free in-home design consultation. Right now, they're offering big savings up to 40% off, plus an additional 15% off with 18 months financing and free installation. You're getting the quality and backing of a national brand, but with friendly local Seattle service. Go to ClosetSbyDesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to schedule your free in-home design consultation today.
It's 8:43, and we check in with Chris Sullivan.
Professor Chris Sullivan for this traffic report. There was a new crash that moved off to the shoulder pretty quickly, but only after State Patrol got there. This southbound 405 right there at Canyon Park, right where we always have crashes. Well, for the longest time, the two people who were in the left lane were just standing in the middle of the freeway having a discussion, obviously sharing their insurance information. Please remember, if your cars are drivable, if you are not injured, please take it to the shoulder and have your convo there. We don't need people standing in the middle of the freeway having conversations.
No.
It's
I
not
can't
safe.
imagine doing it. I would be so terrified.
Right,
doing
especially there. So that's what happened. That's why we have the backup there. State Patrol showed up and were like, yeah, get over. So please, just remember that. It's not safe. It's the best thing to do. So anyway, we do have a pretty sizable backup there, and we're back up over about 55 minutes from Everett to Bellevue. 45 now from Everett to Seattle. So we're getting better there. Still have northbound 167 being not too bad all the way, under 50 minutes. Rented to Bellevue, though, about 50. That's plus 20. That's just taken a lot of diversion from the closed Highway 18. Northbound I-5 from Federal Way to Seattle's back up over 50 minutes again, and we're working to clear this crash. Southbound 5 5 right at the West Seattle Bridge. Now just the HOV lane blocked. This report brought to you by D.R. Horton. The D.R. Horton National Red Tag Sales event going on now through the 18th. Visit a D.R. Horton community or drhorton.com, America's builder and equal housing opportunity builder.
Our forecast, we are seeing some light sprinkles in spots this morning, but some sunshine by afternoon, warming up to about 59 today. Tomorrow, we're going to get into a little bit of a wet streak by afternoon. Look for the rain to roll in, 56. Gusty winds on Sunday with showers at times in 58. And they're talking about the possibility of an atmospheric river arriving by Tuesday. It's 53 in Seattle right now.
8:45, a mystery voice is roaring into Oz and fans are buzzing. Here's KIRO News Radio's Katrina Gashard.
Wicked for Good director John M. Chu just teased a mystery actor is set to voice this character in Wicked's next chapter.
I haven't any courage at all. I even scare myself. Look at the circles under my eyes. I haven't slept in weeks.
For true Oz fans, you know this is the Cowardly Lion. According to Chu, he booked a major Hollywood star by DMing them on Instagram. He will not reveal who that celebrity is, but did tell Deadline, wait until the red carpet when the actor steps out for the premiere. The movie Wicked for Good hits theaters next month, November 21st.
Can I pull a Sully?
Sure.
I've never even seen The Wizard of Oz all the way through.
Are you kidding me?
First chunky peanut butter, one knife, and this?
Charlie,
you're not having a good day.
You have to watch The Wizard of Oz. It's one of the greatest films of all time.
I've seen, most of the segments. I mean, it seems okay.
Have you seen The Wiz at least? It's the same story, but much better with Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Russ? No?
Oh, we're going to boogie on down the road. I know the song.
There's that.
Well, I don't know anything about Wicked, so at least I was just trying to get into a conversation.
What about The Sound of Music? Now I'm really curious.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. I mean, I know some of the songs, but I couldn't go to one of those sing-alongs or anything like that. Was like 4 hours on NBC is that Easter, Christmas? When do they play that? Or is that the Ten Commandments?
I'm not even going to embarrass you.
We'll move on.
Wow.
Good idea.
Educate yourself, Charlie.
Thank you, Katrina. Coming up, KIRO News Radio's Paul Holden with your weekend planner on Seattle's Morning News.
Health insurance is broken, but it doesn't have to be. That's why Scan Health Plan was founded as a nonprofit, so we can create Medicare Advantage plans that focus on the real needs of seniors. We've been people first since 1977, and we're here to make Medicare work hard for you, because you deserve more than a broken system. You deserve a plan that fights for you. Visit scandifference.org to learn more. Scan Health Plan is an HMO plan with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in Scan Health Plan depends on contract renewal.
Cancer impacts us all, and my family is no different. Mario Bailey here, former Washington Husky wide receiver. I learned firsthand what it's like to have family with the disease after my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. As devastating as cancer is, there is hope because the Cancer Vaccine Institute at UW-Medicine is developing vaccines to treat and prevent the deadliest cancers. Patients undergoing these treatments have seen remarkable results with extended remissions and improved quality of life. And I'm thrilled to say patients who received cancer vaccines over 20 years ago are still alive today. Donations to this institute are crucial in advancing this life-saving work. They fund vital research and clinical trials, ensuring that more lives are touched by hope and healing. I'm excited to share that Safeway is making it easy to donate on your next trip to get groceries. Please join me. Simply stop by any Safeway store, donate, and help ignite the immune system to end cancer. Learn more at uwcvi.org.
Spike O'Neill here. Sharp Vision Modern LASIK and Lens gave me back the perfect vision I had up until a few years ago. Now, never need glasses again. Never develop cataracts. Been about 6 months since my RLE surgery. My vision is better than it's ever been in my life. Sharp Vision Modern LASIK and Lens, privately owned, no corporate shareholders or boardrooms. Dr. Sharp built his business on the principle of always strive to overaccomplish, never overprice. Call 425-451-2020 or go online to sharp-vision.com. That's sharp-vision.com. Official eye care providers of Sounders FC.
It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we're honored to share that the Harnish Auto family has partnered with Mobile Memo Northwest to donate on your behalf. For every test drive at any of our 6 dealerships, including Subaru, Volkswagen, and Chevy Buick GMC of Puyallup, or Kia and Chevy of Everett. No purchase necessary, just hop in and take a spin. Together, we can make a huge difference in the fight against breast cancer. Harnish Auto Family, where people matter.
Seattle's morning news. Hear it live, stream it online, watch the show, or catch the podcast anytime. Seattle's morning news, wherever you are.
All right, we're on final approach. The landing gear is down for the week. We are ready for some stuff to do this weekend.
That means it's time for KIRO News Radio's Paul Holden to join us with the Weekend Planner. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning. I tried to bring back the vibes as well. Tried to bring some luck for everybody today. Yeah, we are actually with the deal. Yeah, I kind of got the
Mariners jersey is what we're talking about. If you're
exactly
just listening,
right. If you're not on the YouTube, we are an audio medium as well. But there's not just the Mariners. There's a lot more fun going on this weekend. So let's hit the music and dive in.
It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's
Friday
then, it's Saturday, Sunday,
what? Charlie, I start with a question for you. How is your jarred specimen collection doing these days?
Not nearly specimen-filled enough.
Well, good news for you. The Oddities and Curiosities Expo is returning to the Seattle Convention Center, and it's going to bring a little bit of everything. You can find Halloween decorations or add to your preserved specimen collection there. They're also going to have taxidermy, old medical devices. I mean, you need a clamp, an old clamp that someone put on their ankle or something like that.
This is like the Curiosity Shop on
That's
steroids,
exactly the whole idea, and that's going to be at the convention center this weekend. And if you want to take the family, kids 12 and under are free, so you can take them there for
freak out the children
for an interesting. It's Halloween season.
Charlie is freaking me out right now. I don't know if anyone can hear it, but he's under his breath, kind of doing his little Buffalo Bill voice
from Silence of the Lambs.
I don't know what you guys are talking
kind of creepy how well you do it.
I wasn't hearing anything.
Anyway, carry on, Paul.
A big weekend for glass here in the Seattle area. The Pilchuck Glass School Block Party is going on, and that's part of many events for refractseattle.org. You can check, that's going to be, the event's called Refract, and it's in here. Charlie's got me all over the place here with that thing. But Refract Seattle is where you can find more information about a weekend full of glass blowing activities. But this block party is going to be pretty cool because you're going to be able to meet some glass blowers and even do some hands-on demonstrations. I don't know exactly if that means blowing your own glass or what that means. There's probably something along those lines here. The Festival of Lights, known as Diwali, is going to be at the Seattle Center on Saturday. You can see vibrant colors, clothing, and tradition of the festivals while enjoying the Indian food, dances, martial arts, and plenty more. That's free to attend. The Northwest Record Show is back for its fall edition. That's also at the Seattle Center. That's going on Sunday. And I want to give a shout out to a listener. They sent this one last year, and I wanted to bring it up again. The 27th annual Maple Valley Model Train Show returns this weekend to the Gracie Hansen Community Center. And they have a video. I mean, this again, cool. If you have someone that likes, if you have especially kids, this is something. And they describe it as come at your own pace. It's relaxed. You can just kind of see everything and enjoy. It's a low-key, really fun event. And they reached out again, so I wanted to give a shout out to a listener because they said, oh, you talked about this last year. And I got a soft spot for model trains. I grew up not only loving Thomas the Tank Engine, but we had the whole play sets and everything. Yeah. My mom made it a big deal that we held on to those too. But we got more information and more details on things to do this weekend at mynorthwest.com.
Choo Choo aficionado Paul Holden. Thank you. It's 8:53. Let's get out on the roads with Sully.
And we are seeing some vast improvement now on southbound 5 and 405 after what was a pretty rough morning. We've got about 45 minutes from Everett to Bellevue now that we've cleared that crash in Canyon Park. About 40 minutes now from Everett to Seattle, so that's really good. We're definitely getting much better out of Snohomish County. Still seeing very heavy brake lights on northbound I-5 as you get past the Kent Des Moines Road. We might have a brand new crash there as we finish off the show right as you get up to about 200th. So we're up to about an hour again from Federal Way to Seattle, 40 minutes from South Center and growing. Still working with this crash on southbound I-5 that has us jammed up all the way through downtown. The crash is right there as you get towards the West Seattle Bridge. HOV lane remains blocked, and I mean, it is really heavy getting through downtown underneath the convention center, so not exactly a great drive there. Lake bridges are still in very good shape. We're seeing a lot of diversion on 405, Renton to Bellevue at 45 minutes because of these people would normally be on Highway 18 going over the top of Tiger Mountain, but you can't do that now through Monday morning at about 5. Construction over there was going to keep it blocked off from the Issaquah-Hobart Road to the west and I-90 up at the northeast end. So that's going to put pressure on the Maple Valley Highway and SR 900 all weekend long. This report brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. Best place to watch your favorite shows featuring wall-to-wall viewing screens, kiosks, and more. EmeraldQueen.com.
Partly sunny by afternoon, 59. The roof at the ballpark should be open. Tomorrow, look for the rain to move in late tomorrow, 56. And then Sunday looks a little bit stormy, gusty with showers and 58. It's 51 in Seattle right now.
Coming up on the G and Ursula Show, Fresh Friday, they'll be opening the phone lines, talking about the No Kings rally this weekend. G and Ursula want to know if you are going or not. This is KIRO News Radio.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed cracks in your drywall, chimney, or exterior walls? I hope not, because if you have, they could be indications that you've got a much bigger problem with your foundation. That's where Groundworks comes in. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to stabilize your foundation. Schedule your free inspection at groundworks.com/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job. It's a good one.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Take your business to the next level in 2025 with help from WaFd Bank. WaFd Bank's business accounts and cash flow tools get you paid in hours, not weeks, so you can grow your business and meet your goals. You need a best bank. Visit wafdbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Fall rains can expose hidden roof problems, and once water gets in, the damage only gets worse. Is your roof ready for the season? Hi, Justin Shirley, CEO of State Roofing and Exteriors. At State Roofing and Exteriors, we repair and replace roofs with a quality you've trusted for decades. And yes, we also provide siding, windows, decks, and gutters to keep your entire home protected. Call 866-ROOF-ROOF or visit stateroofing.com today to schedule a free estimate. State Roofing and Exteriors, held to a higher standard since 1968.
If you use the SR 167 Express toll lanes after October 20th without a Good-to-Go account, you'll receive a bill in the mail. That is a change. A Good-to-Go pass saves $2 on every toll. That is not a change. Learn more at goodtogo167.com.
Your best source for local news. KIRO News Radio. Northwest News.
Have you stopped to think about how you feel today compared to, say, 10 years ago? Are you noticing changes? Less energy, slow recovery, trouble focusing, maybe even weight gain? What if you could turn back the clock and feel stronger, sharper, and more alive? At Longevity Medical Clinic, we help people do exactly that. For over 3 decades, we've been helping thousands of men and women find out what's really going on inside their bodies and take action to feel better and live longer. With advanced diagnostics and personalized hormone and supplement plans, we uncover what's been holding you back and show you how to optimize your health. Our patients often say, "Now I finally understand what's happening and what to do about it." Take the first step today. Call 866-86-YOUNG or visit lmclinic.com to schedule your free consultation. Longevity Medical Clinic. Feel better. Live longer. Let's do it together.
Ooh, hey, remember those yodelers who met in the Alps? I wired them euros from the bank and they sent me their yodels in a can.
You wired money for canned yodels? That is so dumb. Banks are slow and they hide fees and overseas transfers and exchange rates.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
If you're gonna send money to Europe, just use Wise. Wise is super fast and never hides fees.
Smart. You can save up to 70% when you send money abroad. Be smart. Get Wise. Learn more by visiting wise.com. T's and C's apply.
Keeping your engines healthy means protecting them in season and out. Experts trust Stable to do that. And third-party testing confirms it. Stable is the industry leader in preventing fuel-related issues, no matter if you use it in your car, boat, or outdoor power equipment. In season or out, at every fill-up or when you store, start with Stable.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Carter Subaru is Seattle's only Subaru dealer with the largest selection of Subarus in Washington. With over 800 vehicles in stock, they have exactly what you're looking for with savings you'll love. Visit Carter Subaru in Shoreline and Ballard or anytime at cartersubaru.com.
Your best source for local news. KIRO News Radio. KIRO FM and HD1, Tacoma, Seattle.